maybe same as last time. It was almost a month before we discussed Cūḻaviyūha Sutta from Sutta Nipata. It's about like how we grasp and attach to our views or opinions, and because of this we tend to fight with each other, to fight with someone who have a different opinion, whose opinion not fit with mine. Maybe not necessarily physically fight, but at least verbally, or at least a bare minimum. We feel very unpleasant when someone speaks something what not fit my view system, whatever I think about word, about Buddhism. If someone speak against, I feel uncomfortable. I don't want to be friend with this person anymore, you know. So, and interesting thing that this all happened because we kind of tend to forget that the way how we form our opinion and ideas, it's very conditioned phenomena. It's like conditioned what I heard, or whose teacher, under which teacher I practice, or like in which monastery I stay, or in where I come. So all these things are conditioned phenomena, and it's good to condition ourselves in a good way. It's good to give an input to our brain, like wholesome input, I would say. But also it's good to know that whatever ideas and thoughts in my mind appear, all of them, it's just conditioned phenomena. It means I thought about this in the past, or I heard this in the past. So if condition would change, situation change. So it's not like ultimately I understand the Dhamma, yeah, or like my opinion is truly right. It's just at the moment I understand the Dhamma like this, and like this person understands Dhamma like according to his understanding, and maybe it's helpful for him, or whatever I understand the Dhamma, it's helpful for me. I can practice accordingly, and I can get some good results, but not necessarily it would work for other person. So this is very conditioned phenomena, and to keep it in mind, it will be very helpful to kind of let go of this grasping, because we kind of when we forget, we grasp, and then we fight. But when we know about this, we kind of let go, and we still follow right view, follow right practice, but not fight with each other, not kind of feel this unpleasantness, uncomfortableness when someone thinks differently. We just allow him, okay, he may think like this. If it's a right moment and he kind of asks questions, it's possible to share. But I don't like hold the flag of like Buddha's teaching and try to beat with this flag someone else, you know. So unfortunately, it's happened a lot. And yeah, it's interesting things. Just recently, Bhante Arya shared with us whatever bias and preconceptions can be in the world. And one of them was stuck in my mind, that if I heard something in the morning, like, or I thought about them, or I saw a dream, whatever. So this idea was already in this morning. And then evening time, I hear the same idea. In my mind, it's just fit. I just think, oh, it's a God speak with me, you know, it's a sign. it's indeed, this is a true Dhamma. So this kind of, it's a joke, of course, but tendency is there. Scholars kind of say that it's much more easy to accept the idea what was already thought by me in this morning, or like this afternoon, just recently. But it's not necessarily true. It's not necessarily like reality or something like this. It's just preconditions. And like this, we have a lot of biases, like more than 100. You can Google it. And interesting that, like, if we not pay attention to it, we tend to believe that yes, this is my opinion. This is how I think. Yeah. So let us continue with this sutta. I will read. Rites sutte Cūḻavate muteva ete cha nisaya vimana dasi. So he blamed others only by what he heard, what he seen, what he smelled, taste, and so on, and thought, and also by his Cūḻavata, so Sīlabhata. Maybe you heard this term like stream enter. It's one of the fetter what he need to abandon. sila bata paramasa, they call it, like attachment to rite and rituals, attachment to practice and like any religious things what we do. So by itself, sila bata, it's not a bad thing. So it's like, it's all our rituals. We bow down to the Buddha 3 times before like any activity, or bow down to the senior monk 3 times. It's a kind of sila bata. It's a religious practice what we do. And we observe our sila as well, like our morality. It's also come to here. But what stream enter need to abandon, this belief that this is itself, it's enough to get liberation. So the person would think, okay, I bow down 3 times to the Buddha, and only by this practice I would get Nibbana. So this kind of ideas, unlike person who enters the stream, he already abandoned. He understands that, yeah, all these practices, all this sila and bata and like all these like rituals, what we do, it may help. If you do it with right attitude, with right understanding, of course we need to keep our morality. But alone this, it's not enough. He need to reflect, he need to like ponder reality and try to see things as they are. This would help to break through. But only like do dana, for example, and I will get Nibbana, so it's not enough. I think all of us understand it. And here the sutta say, on account of this, like whatever I practice, whatever I like follow some morality, or I heard, I thought, I like reflect, on this account I blame other people. Vinichaya tattva passamana. So this person like strongly stand in his judgment. So he makes a judgment because of this, because of his practice and morality, and he make fun of others because he kind of despises them, look down. Balo paro kusalo techaham. So he calls them foolish people. He calls them like unskillful people. Yeneva balo ti param dadahi. But by whatever, on whichever account he consider another people as a fools, as a like unskillful people, on exactly the same account he consider himself as a skillful, as a wise. So I think I understand the Dhamma, yeah, like I understand anything. And I think because of this, I'm a wise person. And if another person do not agree with me, I think he's a fool. So this kind of circle where, again, this sutta kind of show in kind of big way, in funny way, how it can go very wrong when person very stuck with his opinion. But we need to know that it's just a human like tendency. All of us have this tendency to like make our opinion. And because of this, look down on other people, if they not agree with me. Sayamatam sukusalo vadano, anyam vanyamena tadeva pavam. So he by oneself, like by his personal opinion, he make oneself skillful. So he think that I understand something, and because of this, he kind of put oneself on position higher than other people. Atisara dithyavaso samato mane namato paripunnamani. So by he reached perfection, what he thinks that he reached perfection, because his view go too far. So in his proliferation, his mental like thinking or like logical things, he go too far. So he went beyond, like it's really too much. And because of this, he thinks that he's a perfect, he's a like skillful. Manena matto paripunnamani. So he full of mana, he full of comparison. He like see on other people, like look down or like compare myself with other people. Sayama savam manasa bisitto dithihisa tasatata samatta. So he by himself, he like the word here used abhisita, this word used for king when he righteously have a right to get kingdom. So like inaugurate, they call this, like they put crown on his head, you know, like so the process when king become a king, when prince become a king. So they called abhisita. So and this sort of say by one's own opinion, by one's own view, he put a crown of a wisdom on his head, like, and considered himself like I'm a wise, I'm a king of understanding. parassa che hi vachasa nihino, tumo saha hoti nihina panyo. So if by words of another one is considered a person with low wisdom, then the person who speaks this, it's even more lowest wisdom. So in another way, like if I consider another person like person with low wisdom, and he would be considered like a fool only by my words, then I would be also fool, because someone else would despise me. So it's like kind of only by blame I not become a foolish, or only by praise I am not become a wise. So like, but when we blame and praise another people, we forgot about this. We think, okay, if I call him like he not understands the Dhamma, it means he not understands the Dhamma. But actually it's just my opinion about him. It means like my idea or my view doesn't fit with his idea. So nothing more than this. Attachasayam vidagu hoti dhiro nakochi balo samaneso atti. So he by one's own opinion, he called himself one who understands, one who like arahant, and he call other people as fools. So if he call other people like everyone around fools, already this may tell us that maybe he not an arahant. Maybe like arahant unlikely would behave like this, that really argue with anyone and like blame everyone. Anyamito yabhivadanti dhammam aparadha suddham akevalena etam pitatha puriso vadanti sanditiragena hine bidara. So this person, he strongly infatuate, like strongly attached with desire towards his own view. So he not only attach or like his own view, but he like the liking of his own view. So by itself view, like I think about something, I cannot be really super strongly like attached with this or feel some pleasant. But by pleasant feelings, what produce this view, like I think, okay, this view is right, this is correct view, and this generates some pleasant feelings, and I like actually these pleasant feelings. That's why I like this view. Iteva sudhi iti vadayanti na anyesu dhammesu visuddhamaho evam pititha purisoni vita sakkayane tatta dalham vadanti. So again, this person, like kind of only on his account, like by again like all these things what we see in this sutta, it's funny when we read and we try to understand what it is. When we imagine the situation when in ancient India, like the people just in front of crowd of people, they just have a debate, have a like Dhamma discussion, and they kind of despise each other or boast each other. And when the Buddha describes these kind of things, we may just laugh, oh, funny things, or how they may behave like this. But again, this sutta speak about us. This sutta speak about like human nature, how we tend to grasp and how we tend to kind of, I think that I understand, that's why I understand. So jump to conclusion only from our mind and look down on other people who don't understand it. So maybe we don't like act like they did in ancient India, but inside our head everything happened like this. So if we catch this point that the Buddha here speak about us, so it may help us when next time I grasp some opinion, I grasp some view or whatever, just try to let go of this, like all this kind of clinging. Buddha teaches that every clinging, every attachment just lead to suffering, and if I don't want to suffer, I need to try to let go of this suffering. Just try at least. So, and yeah, I wish all of us to see how really by our, like, we only create a problem for ourselves if we try to fight with other people based on our view or our ideas. But if we would be a little bit open, like, okay, I know for this moment I understand what I need to do in terms of my practice, yeah. But I still keep a little bit open. Okay, maybe this person he understands the Dhamma in this way. Maybe I can learn something from this, even if he from whatever, like Tibetan Buddhism or Mahayana. Like to see the quality, to see the like deeper than the just appearance. Like you may see like Buddhist monk look like this, or Catholic priest look like that. But I mean, when he speak about some good qualities, we can learn from him as well a lot of things. And also to see some bad Buddhist monk, you can kind of learn from him some bad things as well. So the appearance, it's not so matter, but like to see deeply what the person speak about, and if it's really my help to my practice, like we discussed in Cūḻaviyūha Sutta, they say, don't just go by whatever teacher say you, but just try to apply it in practice. And if it would work, if you see it would lead to wholesome activities, then just practice it. So I wish all of us to kind of find happiness through not clinging and not grasping and just letting go. Sadhu, sadhu.